Welcome, 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 Sagittarius, to this timeless piece of advice for you. And take it if you need it, leave it if you don't. Any bit and piece that you might find helpful, much gratitude. Let me know what you think in the comments, and we'll just kind of take it from here. Let's clear the board and see what we can do to help Sagittarius. That was like really quick. It just like boom, and that's the second time I've tried it, and I'm not willing to try again. It feels like that this may be something that has relevancy, if I can speak, and we'll just kind of take it from there. If you do like what you hear, if you find it helpful, if you have any questions, you are welcome to reach out to me via email. That would be awesome. I have a day job, but I do check regularly every evening here. I am in the United States, in the Eastern time zone, so it's like the same as New York. So you just kind of get a picture of what it is that we're looking at as far as a time frame. But let's look at Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Any cross watchers that you might find it helpful to figure out what's going on with your friend, family member, or partner. So what does the one have to say that would be helpful? The one, the source, the originator of all. That there is not this false narrative, but the true source. Let's kind of go from there. 1, 2, 3. I'm hearing 1, 2, 3. Well, there's 1, there's 2. You can check out my other content. I do have some things posted on YouTube and a lot on Rumble. More on Rumble, I think, now because of the constraints. I had to shift decks because of the constraints for what they're calling community guidelines, right? We'll just leave it at that. I have some really beautiful cards, and I can't use them. Only in the private readings am I able to use some of the beautiful cards that I have. They're not even on displayed anymore. These are all ones that don't have things that are risque. I can't use them. I've got like 30 decks, and I feel a pull towards using them. So if you kind of send me some more details in any kind of questions that you may have for your readings, that would be helpful. Alrighty, let's get started. Transformation. This is something I feel like we're all in the middle of right now, and the Scorpio came up with transformation as well, and I got that for them. This transformation is facilitated by our higher self. I have a different perspective on what higher self means, and I might actually post a short video on that and the reasons why I feel that this is only part of what we see in this reality. We're only seeing fragments, and we need to hopefully keep in mind that we have this higher self that is guided by the one. Messenger of fire. So we might be receiving a lot of messages from our higher self. And oh my, I'm being immediately led to, we might come back to the messenger of fire. She's very passionate. You can see she's surrounded by all these orbs. I'm going to come back to her right now. All these orbs around her are, she may or may not be able to see the protection. I personally don't see a lot of them. I can't really see them quite. I sometimes feel like they're there, but I don't physically see them. I feel like they're supporting me from behind. Everybody's got their own little different take on what's going on. This is the King of Air, King of Swords. He's pretty serious. She looks very serious. She might be a little concerned about maybe what they feel, what she feels is coming. This is the seriousness side of it. Yeah, and with the 5 of Cups, yeah, we're in almost like a lamentation sort of a setting here. So let's see. I mean, we can kind of overthink things. Let's not overthink things, right? Because we have everything we need. Is there a reason why we're overthinking these things? Because we have everything that we need. Look at this. This is us. And I'm not aware of any Sagittarius in my chart, but this is how I connect, is that I am part of you and you're part of me, and if we are projections of each other's aspect, or I don't like the word fractal because it kind of sets us apart and we're not. We are facets, we're connected, and you look at a beautiful stone, and even some of these crystals, these are faceted. So you see different aspects of this crystal. It's still the same crystal, but you perceive it in different ways based on the direction that you're viewing it. And that's how I kind of feel like people are. That we have everything and we're not necessarily cognizant of it. And we might have a tendency to sometimes lament over that. You know, we feel that maybe there's a loss or a lack. There is none. There is zero loss. There is zero lack. Energy does not destroy. Energy is not destroyed. It is changed, transmuted. Wow, fire. Youth. Youthful fire. Not fully confident. Ooh. We have the foundation for growth to become something incredible. So whatever it is that's bothering you, lay it to rest. Look at that tiger at that girl's feet. Wow, that's us. Just sitting there, calm. Oh my goodness. 5 of Swords. 5 of Air. We might need to dance around. We might feel like we're balancing on a wire. She's balancing on a wire. She doesn't look particularly concerned on her face, but you can't tell because she's got a mask. So we might be really wound up inside, but we're not showing it on the outside. Boy, I can relate to that. And these strings that she's balancing on, it's actually split. There's a split right there. I don't know if I can point it out. Plus, she's dangling. Let me see if I can see this. I have to pull my glasses down. This looks like a portal. She's dangling a portal. That, to me, says there's a lot of control here. But it looks like chaos. And she's not focusing on what she needs to focus on. So we need to focus on things that are important. Major Arcana, the Hermit. If we need to do this, it's because we need to maybe shut the door. Shut the door on that stuff. You know, shut the door on all this worry and strife and messages we might be getting that we don't understand. That's okay. Accept the messages, embrace the messages, and just kind of go from there. That was kind of it on that. And I'm getting a yes with this. I thought it was going to go to this deck, but it pulled my eye off of it. So yeah, I just am posting more on Rumble, and I'm going to probably slam dunk this. I don't know if it's going to take me 2 weeks to put these out. This is really kind of an experiment for me because I have a day job, and I'm pretty burned out at the end of the day, but this is invigorating when I do this, and I don't want to go to bed. I want to just keep going. So yeah, we'll just kind of go from there. Okay, and I'm kind of getting something from this as well. I just heard 3. Maybe it's 3 decks, maybe it's 3 cards. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Whoa. Well, there's your 3rd card. Yes. Well, there's your 3rd card. Oh my goodness. Make sure you're hydrated. Oh my gosh. All right, this is a very... I think she's hesitating. She looks like she's hesitating. Doesn't she look like she's hesitating? She looks like she's hesitating, and I don't think she's parched. The reason I don't think she's parched is she doesn't. Usually, when you get really thirsty, you have like a different posture, and also if you know your elements and you know your environment, that those cacti over there, they can provide you with more than enough moisture that you would need. Just took a sip of my water. I put, what did I put in? I put like a quarter of a grapefruit in there. It's very tasty. But yeah, and it's like, don't worry about the tracks. Don't worry about the past. Don't worry about the future. And it's like, this is possibly why the Hermit is there, because we're needing time to think about what's going on, but not really. There's a time when we need to do this, yes, for resting, relaxing, healing, recuperating, but don't turn it into something that we're going to be ruminating. Yeah, because you know what? That's where it's going to lead us, man. That's where it's going to lead us. All this business, these three guys right here, these three guys, that's hiding. You can't hide from this. She feels like she wants to be over here now, right? And she wants to be here. And don't do this. Don't hide yourself away as a means of escapism. This is like, you know, pining. Pining is a good word. Pining, this desire, and it really evokes feelings of lack. Don't do that, man. Wow, she's very powerful. She has her foot on the yin-yang symbol. She is holding what looks to be an orb or portal, and she holds the power of the talisman. She has a multi-dimensional dragon on her arm, and there are dragons all around, just out of sight. She has a lot of sacred symbols on her shoulder blade. She has, what is this she has her foot on? I can't really tell what that is. I'm going to have to pull the book out. This is a different book. Where did that book go? I may not be able to find it. But yeah, she's very, very interesting. She's very, very powerful. There she is. All right, so the talisman. She is a lesson learned, is crystallized and earned wisdom. We have all we need for the success we seek. 100%. Every single time. This is what I feel. This is what I get. I said money in my head. Money. It's about money. These can also be, these cards can be, this is what we're worrying about? Really? No, I'm not going to do that. It's up to me. It's up to me. It's up to us to facilitate any kind of that income. And if we need help, we need to facilitate that. That means we need to physically do something to make that happen. She has a path to travel too. Right? She has a path, Sagittarius. She has a path. And she has so much wisdom with the signs and, whoa, and symbols that are on her. She has her foot, she has her foot on that, that masculine and feminine. I'm going to take a look here. She might be ruminating a little bit because I don't see her with any forward movement. You know, I don't see her with forward movement. I don't see her with forward movement. The only movement I kind of see is this lamentation. This is where I see the action on this side. Here, she's in the contemplation stages here of looking at her thoughts and her words, and she's very well established. There's a lot of wisdom on this board. I'm not sure what the implications. Two more. That'll be it. Thank you so much. From the source, the one. Alrighty, gears, money flow. We are going to have to do a little bit of hard work because we're feeling, and it's nothing to do with maybe even working harder at your job. We have to engage those gears. They're not all connected. We have to engage the gears to get things moving in a proper direction. And that's how we're going to get out of the rock bottom. An important person will offer you support. It may not be who you think. Be open to possibility. So there is support. 100%. There's always support, and it's never far away. Higher self. The magic key. Think of what you want to do, then take those steps. Didn't I mention steps? We have these in the past. We need to start having some forward movement rather than sitting back. And you know, I like this. I like this because this is what we're sitting on. Let's not sit anymore. Take the steps. Intention and action is the key, because what that's going to result in: overflowing prosperity, full or empty account, nurturing, taking care of your business, and it will result in, what did it say? Fulfillment. And you know, we can't stop. When we stop, we have to have this, you know, movement where there's some sort of ability, commitment, something where it's going to be that we're going to make sure that yes, we do need to stop, take a breath, but we cannot stay there too long. And it's not even resting on our laurels. It's making sure that we're, commitment. Without commitment, you can't have depth. Be all in. Go forward with no turning back. You're never going to forget the past. Those footprints, irrespective of the desert, it will cover those, but they will be living forever in your mind. And that's a lesson learned as long as we don't ruminate. So let's make sure we are committed to progress and the possibilities that we have within us. Thank you so much, Sagittarius. Again, do please like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you hopefully in a couple of weeks once I post this. Because, yeah, good times. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye.